up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Just finished watching the match, and Barcelona draw 2-2 with Celta Vigo in a game where I was walking this game feeling like we weren't going to win this game. I was correct. We didn't win this game, but the manner in which the drop points came in is what is dampening the mood. We were 2-0 up, comfortable. I wouldn't say cruising, but comfortable. Red card, poor decision making by Kounde, and we end up dropping 2 massive points here, where the team itself and the individuals are a lot to blame yet again for drop points this season. The starting lineup for this match is on the screen right now. It was Iñaki Peña in goal, a back four of Kounde, Cubarsí, Inigo Martinez, and Gerard Martin, a midfield three of Pedri, Casado, and Gavi, and a front three of Raphinha, Dani Olmo, and Lewandowski. It was actually Gavi playing in the 10th position and Dani Olmo playing on the left-hand side as an inverted left-hand side midfielder. The first goal scored in this match was scored by Raphinha. It was all building up from the back from Iñaki Peña, who found Kounde out wide. Kounde put a good ball over the top to Raphinha, and Raphinha got the lucky bounce on his side, took the ball down well, cut inside, good composure, buried it into the back of the net, and gave Barcelona the 1-0 lead. The second goal scored in this match was scored by Robert Lewandowski. It was yet again another counterattack by Barcelona. Raphinha coming down the left-hand side, outside the foot pass to Lewandowski, who takes the touch, does well. Lucky bounce falls his way through 1v1 against Guaita, and he buries it bottom right-hand corner. Cool, calm finish from him, and it gave Barcelona the 2-0 lead. So overall, the team performance rating on the night, I'm going to be giving it a 5 out of 10, just under average, just due to the fact that we did go out there and not win the game. Look, for me, what I felt like in this game is that the passing in this game was absolutely woeful. Woeful. We had maybe 2 spells of possession at the absolute most from every single player. Not one player in this game passed well, in the sense that we string maybe 1-2 passes away, give the ball away, chuck it long over the top, passes slips through under the player's boot or whatever. The passing was non-existent in this game, which of course killed Barcelona's fluidity beyond belief. Of course, balling it as well. I mean, I kind of saw it coming, especially once the red card came in. This team looks so bad with 10 men. We look like prime Setien, prime Coleman terrorist ball, prime Sergio Barjuan ball. Like, we just look abysmal with 10 men. As soon as Casado got the red card, I tweeted, I smell a draw. Again, and I said before the game, I don't think we're going to win this game. When it becomes this predictable, questions need to be asked. I'm going to talk, of course, about Flick later on in the video, but on the team today, I get it. They're coming off the back of an international break, away from home, difficult game, difficult stadium, good players. They always turn up against Barcelona. I understand all that, but the fact that you were 2-0 up and you couldn't hold on for dear life shows the level of this team. I questioned the team's mentality at the start of the season. They then won, of course, Bayern and Madrid. I said, you know what? This team, maybe the mentality has changed. Turns out they're in the exact same spot. I don't know if they only get up for big games or what, but you win league titles, you win trophies when you beat the teams that are worse than you, that are under your level. Winning, against Madrid 4-0 is great. We enjoyed it, but then you go and you get 1 out of 6 points against Sociedad and Celta Vigo. That win against Madrid now means absolutely jack squat. I just think the team looked alright going forward. Defending was always ropey, last-ditch tackles, we're getting lucky, the offside line, this and that. But I think what really killed Barcelona today was just there's no fluidity in possession. The passing in this game was shocking, and that's, in my opinion, what cost Barcelona today. And for me, the team performance would be getting a 5 out of 10. Would have been way lower if we, of course, got 0 points from this game. Let's now get into the players' individual player ratings. Let's, of course, with the goalkeeper, Iñaki Peña in goal. And for me today, he gets an 8 out of 10. And Barcelona's man of the match. For me, this is Iñaki Peña's best performance since Atletico Madrid last season in December. I thought he was absolutely fantastic. He controlled the box so well, came out when he needed to, made some fantastic saves that kept Barcelona in this game so much. The 2 goals that we conceded, I don't think are really to blame for him, especially the first one. Second one, maybe he could have done a bit better with. I don't know if it went under his leg or over his leg, but that's a bit difficult to judge. I think Iñaki Peña is not at fault whatsoever. He was absolutely robbed of a clean sheet today by the players in front of him. I thought he put a fantastic performance between the sticks, and this will be remembered as one of Iñaki Peña's best games for Barcelona, and hopefully not the last. But 8 out of 10, my man of the match, was fantastic. Now for center back partnership, in front of him, firstly on the right hand side, it was Pau Cubarsí. Now I mentioned, of course, Cubarsí's worst performance this season was in the opening game against Valencia, where he was shocking. copy and paste. I think Kubarsi today dropped an absolute all-time stinker. Defensively, all over the place. Passing, which of course we glazed Kubarsi for, shocking. Absolute, could not string 2 passes to save his life. All his pin balls over the top that you usually see 100% accurate were 0% tonight. He was all over the place. Got turned a lot. He was getting screamed at Inigo for every single defensive transition. He was shocking today. The only reason why I gave him a 5 out of 10, not lower, is because he didn't really was at fault for any of the goals that we did concede. I think more so he got saved a lot in this game, whether it was by Inigo, Kounde, and Naki Pena most of the time. Dreadful from Kubarsi today. His second worst performance of the season by far after the Valencia performance at the start of the season. But hopefully just a one and done that we move on. He does well, but this is why you need Araujo coming back. You need the competition because he knows Kubarsi can drop a stinker. He's starting against Brest. He's going to start against Las Palmas. He's going to start against Mallorca. He's going to start against Betis. It will not change until players come back healthy. We'll see if Eric Garcia can do anything, but very, very poor tonight from Kubarsi. One of his worst performances of the season. Center back partner on the left-hand side was Inigo Martinez. Almost got my man of the match, but after we conceded twice, I felt like it was criminal to give it to him. I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. Again, he is the leader at the back. We conceded 2 goals in 2 minutes, so I was going to give him an 8, but after us drawing, I didn't feel right, so I gave him a 7. I thought he was sublime. I mean, defensively, aerially, on the ground, commanding the back line, reading the game, interceptions, ground tackles, 10 out of 10. His passing also, like I mentioned with the team performance review, was abysmal. Decision making from him was poor. None of his passes were good. None of the ping balls, diagonals were accurate whatsoever. Even passes, in the middle into the midfield where it was Casado, Pedri, or Gavi were shocking as well. On the ball today, he was shite. Off the ball, defending, he was sublime. So 50-50 game, you could say, from Inigo, but he will be getting a 7 out of 10 from me. Now, for the fullbacks, I think it's quite clear now. We're now 3 months almost into the season. It's quite clear that fullbacks is the weakest point for Barcelona in the team. And today, you could even say the fullbacks cost Barcelona this game. Let's start off at left back. It was, of course, Gerard Martin. I've given Gerard Martin a 4 out of 10. His first 10 minutes was shocking. 10 minutes after that, he was doing okay. The only highlight in the positive side was that he got the deflected block that, of course, went out for a corner kick from a shot from Bamba. The one we won with Iago Aspas, great tackle from him. Apart from that, pure shite. I have no idea what flick sees in him. Hector Fort came in at halftime, of course. He performed better in the 5 minutes he played than Gerard Martin did in the 45 minutes. Almost got sent off. Should he got sent off? I don't think so. I think it was the correct call by the referee, but I think a yellow card was fair from those 2 big challenges that he did make, but could have gotten a red card, was on the verge, you could say, of getting a red card. Shocking from him. He gets a 4 out of 10 from me, and hopefully, I don't see him again. We probably will. He has 5 starts this season. 5 starts. More than Pablo Torre. Fucking criminal. The other fullback was Mr. Jules, Mr. Kounde. I give him a 1 out of 10, because he cost us the points. That mistake, where Casado just got sent off, you should be thinking, you should have the Inigo mindset. Switch it. When in doubt, boot it out. Trying to play from the back, trying to control the ball. I think what happened was he tried to pass it to Naki Pena with his weak foot, but he missed the ball. And of course, they go on and score. Kounde is the reason why, I think 90% of the reason why we did not win this game. He was at fault for that mistake. He gave them the momentum and the confidence, and once he conceded, everyone knew we were going to draw or lose this game. He is at fault solely 100% tonight for Barcelona not winning the game. Got a great assist for the Raphinha goal. I think he defended very well in this game against Bamba. Absolutely pocketed him. Again, like the rest of the team, his passing was shite. But for that mistake alone, I'm giving him a 1 out of 10. He is the sole reason why we walk away here without 3 points. What can you do with that? Again, fullbacks is quite clear is the weakest point for Barcelona this season, and something needs to improve. Were there another option? Casado right back now is looking like a great option at this point, but we'll see how things turn out. Now into the midfield. Firstly, in the pivot, it was Marc Casado. I've given Casado a 5 out of 10. Very similar to Kounde. He's I wouldn't. The red card is always a 50-50. I don't know how 50-50 didn't turn out well against PSG. The 50-50 from Eric Garcia didn't turn out well against Monaco. I don't know what's up with Barcelona, but we look like absolute abysmal shite when we go down to 10 men. It looks like it's not even, we don't go down to 10 men. It looks like we go down to 7 men. It's that bad. But Casado made the decision. Moriba would have been through on goal. He pulled him back. It was already booked. I mean, it is what it is. I don't want to really blame him too much. I think I said Kounde is 90% at fault, and I give that other 10% to Casado. But his performance wasn't too bad. Again, on the ball, he was shite, just like the rest of the team. But off the ball, winning the ball back, he wasn't too bad. But very, reminiscent performance of the rest of the players in this team, which is kind of unfortunate. But Casado for me, 5 out of 10. Probably his performances would have been a 6, but with the what should I say, the red card, I do have to knock him down a few points. Now, for the other pivot, it was Pedri. He was quite roaming a lot in the center of the area as well. I'll give him a 6. I think it was the average performance from Pedri. Didn't do great, didn't do world class, wasn't shite. In the middle, had some good moments as well. He had some great moments in that first half where he dribbled past, 4 or 5. Some of the players looked absolutely magnificent. He controlled the ball very well. I think his composure was really good. I think, again, like the rest of the team, passing from him, especially those key areas in the final third, were not that great. I think defensively he wasn't too bad, but again, I think average performance from Pedri, so I will be giving him a 6 out of 10. Now, of course, into the final midfielder, it was Gavi. I'm going to give Gavi a 7 out of 10. Coming off the back of the ACL, his first start in a year, I thought Gavi was absolutely fantastic. Did not think he'd do well in the 10. I didn't think it was his natural role. Would have much rather seen him in the pivot or out on the left-hand side. But I give credit where credit's due to Flick. He put Gavi in the 10. I think Gavi did really, really well in that position. Making great runs forward, controlling the ball a lot in the midfield, winning a lot of aerial duels as well. He's being Gerard Martin to fucking headers at this point. It's nuts. I think his heart and his grit in that second half as well was sublime into Barcelona, starting counterattacks and stopping defensive transitions as well. I think he played a fantastic game, and I will be giving him a 7 out of 10. Now for the front line, firstly, Dani Olmo out on the left-hand side. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Very similar to Pedri. I thought he was, average. Looked really, really good in that 10-minute cameo where he was playing in the 10. I think when Fermin Lopez came in, he shifted into the 10. I have to say this, Dani Olmo in the 10 is a cheat code. We have to play him there more often. I understand Gavi came in there, played well, and Dani Olmo's going to be compensated because we have no left winger. I get that, but the sooner we put Dani Olmo in the 10, the better, because he is just ridiculous in that position. He is so, so good that you just cannot take him out of there no matter what the team is. I'm at the point now where I'd rather see Pedri at left wing or Gavi at left wing than to see them two out left, than see Dani Olmo on the left and them in the middle. He is that good in the 10. It's like, for example, his rating in the 10 is like a 9.0, but on the left he's 7.0. But then Pedri and Gavi in the middle are like an 8.0, and on the left they're like a 6.5. For that 0.5 difference, I'd risk it because he's that decisive. Apart from that, I had no real complaints on Dani Olmo's performance. Again, very average from him. The right winger was, of course, Raphinha. I'm going to give Raphinha a 7 out of 10. Thought he looked really, really good, especially in the attacking phases. Just didn't really get on the ball too much, but looked really, really sharp, I have to say. In those attacking areas, he looked like the flair, he looked like the spark, he looked like he was going to be the one to make the difference. Almost got the game winner there at the end. If he just got that flick on, I think the defender got a touch on it, which kind of sucks, but so close. But again, he looked really, really strong, really decisive. I think I'm going to give him the assist for the Lewandowski goal. I will count it for him, even though officially it won't be counted. I thought he played very, very well. I think like your true captain's performance from Raphinha, 7 out of 10 from him. And finally, RL9, Robert Lewandowski up front. I'll give him an average 6. I thought he was average. Scored a goal that was offside, clean finish on that chip. Got his goal, of course. Hold up play wasn't the best from him today. He did a lot of hold up, but didn't do much playing. He'd hold the ball up, then lose it. Again, I don't know if the pitch was wet or something, but the ball was slipping and sliding a lot. But he failed to control a lot of key passes in this game. I think going forward, making runs forward when his back was well, not towards goal, but when he was facing towards goal, he looked really good in those areas, spreading the ball out wide to Dani Olmo, Raphinha, Gavi, or Pedri on those overlapping runs. Control the ball there very well. But when his back was towards the actual goal, it was slipping from him too much. But overall, I think it was an average 6 out of 10 from him. And now for the substitutions, the subs were Hector Fort, Fermin Lopez, Frankie de Jong, Pablo Torre, and Pau Victor. Torre and Victor came in for like the last 6 minutes. I'm not really going to rate them. They looked whatever. Fort played 45 minutes. I tell you what, man, Fort looks so much better than Gerard Martin. I am begging Flick. Don't make me go on my knees, but I might have to at this point. You have got to play Fort over him. He looked great. Looked very poor in that last 10 minutes. He was jogging a lot when we were in a lot of, counter-attack situations and not look that great. I don't know if he was relying on Inigo just to do some magic or what, but defensively, in the last 10 minutes, looked a bit sus in my opinion. Fermin Lopez and Frankie de Jong. Fermin came in, looked good in the attacking phases. Defensively, didn't look that great. Frankie de Jong looked pretty piss poor. Give the ball away a lot in the middle when we were trying to, create a chance. He kind of killed our momentum a lot in attacking phases, especially on counterattacks as well. After we conceded the second goal, didn't hold the lineup as well for that second goal, where could have maybe pushed the player offside, but pretty poor from him. But I was really impressed again with Hector Fort. Hopefully Flick does play him more often. And last but not the least is, of course, the manager, Hansi Flick. I'll give him an average 6 out of 10 tonight. Of course, I cannot blame him for the Kounde, Casado mistakes. Where I do blame Hansi Flick for is the starting of Gerard Martin yet again. He's started him 5 fucking times this season. You need to wake up and realize he is nowhere near the quality of Barcelona. I promise you, on my mother's life, I would play better at left back tomorrow against Celta Vigo than Gerard Martin. I will tell you that for free. He needs to fix up on that. Also didn't really like how late his double change was, the Pau Torre, Pau Victor one. I think he should have done that before Celta Vigo even scored their first goal, before the 84th minute. He should have done that around the 80th minute. They really get some fresh legs, stop the momentum, kill the vibe as well for Celta Vigo. That maybe would have stopped the Casado red card as well. Really needs to be more proactive with his subs during the game. Love the fact he took up Gerard Martin at halftime. That was very proactive from him. But during the games, he fails to make subs at, right moments. I think he should have even brought on Fermin and De Jong a bit earlier. He brought them on, I think, the 75th minute. Should have maybe came on 67, 68, but we were kind of, dying down after the Lewandowski goal. Really needs to improve on that, in my opinion. Apart from the team selection, I like the fact he put Gavi in the 10. He looked really good, although I do think Almo on the 10 is just clear. But I think his main mistake today, again, was starting Gerard Martin for the billionth time, where hopefully this will be the last. And, again, bit more incentive, bit more incisiveness with his subs in game to really have impacts on the game. But I think the overall result of this game isn't really down to him. It's down to those individual mistakes. But hopefully he can improve this team going forward. So I will be giving him tonight an average 6 out of 10. So that was the match review for Celta Vigo versus Barcelona in La Liga. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, of course, make sure you drop a like down below, and of course in the comments down below as well. Let me know your thoughts on everything we discussed. But the main thing I want to know firstly, of course, is on your performance, thoughts on the performance, your player ratings, and your manager rating as well. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.